It's Karen, and tonight we are going to make spicy chicken soup. And so the first thing we need to do is we're going to saute some onions in our pot. So we turned it on Sauté, and it says hot, so we're ready to go. We are going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I never measure it. I can kind of guesstimate how much is 2 tablespoons. And then you're going to put in your onions. Y'all save yourself some time and some tears, and do your onions in your Ninja, because then you don't have to dice them up unless you like big chunks of onions. So I just do mine in there, and then I can add them all to my pot. And they're relatively small. You can, you know, do them for less time if you want the pieces a little bit bigger, but my family likes them kind of small, so I do them a little bit longer, but my Ninja is my best friend. So this is the food processing attachment. And you need to saute them for a few minutes to make them nice and soft. And then I will come back and let you know what the next step is. Okay, so our onions have finished sauteing, and now we're going to add some minced garlic and let it just saute for about a minute. It says 3 cloves. In my house, that means about 5 or 6. So you guys know if you've watched some of my other videos, we always add more. So, and I like fresh. We are also going to add some garlic powder, but fresh is good. So a garlic press works good. I don't like the jarred minced garlic, just because they have added some things to the jar, some different additives, so I try and avoid that. All right, so I've done 4 kind of large cloves, and gonna stir it around for a minute. And give it just a second. And so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add all of the other ingredients for this recipe except for the black beans and the frozen corn. That's another step. I'm gonna start with the chicken broth. So this is, let's see, 29 ounces of chicken broth. And then I will go ahead and add the boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I did 4 of those. And if you do frozen, you can do frozen. It's just best if they're not like stuck together, or you may have a hard time getting them center to cook. But if they're frozen individually, they'll cook in the same amount of time. Give me 1 second to wash my hands. So we're supposed to have 29 ounces of diced tomatoes, and the recipe called for jarred, but I had some romas that were about to go bad, so I went ahead and diced those, and I'm gonna dump those in there. You don't want those on the bottom of your pot, because they will burn to the bottom of your pot. We also have a 16-ounce jar of salsa. And again, that's a tomato product. Don't put it on the bottom of your pot. We are going to add a tablespoon of chili powder. Let me wipe that tablespoon out. Then a tablespoon of onion powder. A teaspoon of garlic powder. We've already put fresh garlic in here, so more than a teaspoon probably isn't necessary. Dried parsley, we're going to do 2 tablespoons. And then you're supposed to have a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm not gonna measure that because I like the freshly ground. So just kind of approximate. And then a teaspoon of ground pepper, and the same with that. I like the fresh, so we'll just do some of that. All right, and now what we're gonna do is we're not gonna stir it up. We are going to lock this lid in place. We're gonna cancel because it was on saute mode. And now we need to turn it on to manual, high pressure for 8 minutes. And make sure that our vent is sealed. And then we are going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. And then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, I naturally released the pressure for 10 minutes, and then I did a quick release to finish. And so now I'm going to pull out my chicken with some tongs, and I'm gonna shred it, or you could cube it. So I'm gonna pull it out and stick it on this plate here to do that. Piece in there. All right. And while I'm shredding that, I'm going to go ahead and dump in my corn because it's frozen. And my black beans, I've strained and rinsed them. And I'm going to dump those in there and just give them a quick stir. And then I'm going to just put the lid back on my pot. You don't need to do anything with it. And then shred up your chicken, and then open up your pot, throw the chicken back in, stir everything up. You may want to let it sit for a few minutes, and then serve. You can top it with some shredded cheese, some sour cream, maybe some avocado if you'd like. So I will take a picture and put it at the end of this video, and the recipe will be in the comments along with links to all the different products I use. I hope you enjoy.